If you're starving or trying to drop your body fat percentage, you're doing it wrong. And there's a high likelihood that you're not eating any of these 5 foods that are going to make your fat loss 10 times easier. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. I'm starting off this list with one item, but it's actually split into two. Okay, and we've got 0% fat cottage cheese. These are literally free protein sources and they are relatively cheap. 0% fat Greek yogurt is only expensive if you're getting the really expensive brands, and it's very versatile. I use these for the basis of marinades, sauces, desserts, baked goods. You can do anything you want with 0% fat Greek yogurt, so I highly encourage you to include this in your diet. Greek yogurt by itself tastes like us. Absolutely. Just put a little bit of artificial sweetener in there or some 0-calorie maple syrup and you're sorted. If you're a person who is struggling, okay, with finding lower calorie swaps, lower calorie alternatives, struggling to put a meal plan together, struggling to stay consistent, I can walk you through every single step of that in our school. It's basically why I take guys like yourself, I get you in tremendous shape, okay, and I get you there in the simplest and the most sustainable way possible. So if you're interested, you want to be handheld through this journey, make sure you hit that link in the pinned comment. Moving on to our next item now, okay, we have an item that I despise, but it is tremendous for fat loss, okay, and that is canned tuna. Now, I don't really eat this myself because the smell alone is just enough to just completely put me off. But you can stomach it, go for it. Great source of protein. They've got some great fats in there. Now, next on the list is eggs. If you don't have eggs while you're not dieting, I question if you're dieting. Because, well, I mean, when you think of eggs, you just think of everything. You think of testosterone, you think of muscles, okay? You need eggs. Tons of great healthy fats in there. I eat these every single day for breakfast. Like, eggs are just all around amazing. Now, if you're being super, super strict with your calories, yes, you can just eat the whites, okay? But in the yolk, there is just so much goodness there. Why would you waste it? And plus, I don't know if you've seen the price of eggs lately, but I ain't wasting shit. Sometimes I cook eggs and I look at the shell and I'm like, oh, these cost me a pretty penny. I might have to eat the shell as well. Don't eat the shell. Or maybe you can. Can you eat the shell of an egg? I don't know. But eggs are fantastic. Eat them in your diet. Let's move on to our next item. And that's chicken. It is a staple in any diet, whether somebody's bulking, whether they're trying to lose fat, whether they're just maintaining, or for overall health. You can't go far in somebody's diet journey without seeing chicken breast. It's a staple. Now, chicken breast, chicken thighs. Honestly, just go with whatever works for you or whatever's best. And most times that's going to be chicken thighs. I find that the thighs actually tend to be cheaper unless you get chicken breast that is frozen. I'm going to repeat that. Chicken thighs are usually cheaper unless you get the breasts and they are frozen. But again, I understand that depends on where you are in the world. Now, calorie difference. Honestly, the difference between, I think it's 100 grams of chicken breast and 100 grams of chicken thighs is only about 20 calories. Okay, unless you're like an IFBB pro bodybuilder, which you're probably not watching this channel, then it's such a marginal difference. There's so much extra flavor. It tastes so much better. The texture is better in chicken thighs. Just get the chicken thighs. But if you prefer breast, go for the breast. Next up, we have another 2-for-1 here, just giving you maximum value here, left, right, and center. And that is oats and that is potatoes. Now, oats are phenomenal and carbs get a bad rap. I don't know why. Let me clear up that first. The reason why carbs get a bad rap, okay, is because when people eat a lot of carbs, that is reflected in their scale weight. But remember, it's not fat, it is just water retention. For every gram of carb that you eat, you store 3 to 4 grams of water. That water is going to get stored in your body. Thus, when you wake up the next morning and you weigh yourself, it is going to be reflected in your scale weight in the morning. Okay, so don't fear. Carbs are completely fine. We need them for energy, brain function, fuels performance in the gym. Do not neglect them. With oats, again, very, very versatile. You can blend them, turn them into oat flour, and you can make plenty of desserts and baked goods. I like making pancakes with them. Fiber content, but you're going to stay very, very full when you eat oats. Okay, I can eat a bowl of oats and that can pretty much last me the whole day. When it comes to the main carb sources, when we're talking about dinners, always goes potatoes and then pasta and rice, because pasta and rice, you can only get like a peasant-sized portion of pasta and rice, okay? And the calories on it, you can have much more potato than you can rice or pasta. So always go with potatoes. You can air fry them, you can make chips, you can do so much with them. So don't neglect them. Carbs are amazing, carbs are great. Those are the 5 foods that help me strip body fat like no other. And remember, if you need help, you want me to walk you through this process step by step, you want me to make it easy, effortless, make fat loss and building your dream body as simple as you just clicking a button, watching a few videos and acting on the information and having a ton of resources, free resources to help you do that. Hit that link in the pinned comment. Join right now and you get 27% off. You get 3 free bonus modules. You get a ton of diet and free workout plans that I've created myself, ones that I've used for my clients. And there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So for whatever reason you don't like it, shoot me an email and I'll send you your money back. With that being said, I hope that was helpful.